so we can just take some more extra turns. Let's take an extra turn. We're going to bounce the Thassa. And then we're going to get another extra turn. We're going to bounce the Hedron Archive. So now I take 2 extra turns. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's MTGGnome here, and today we'll be checking out Jin-Gitaxias Progress Tyrant. He is my favorite Praetor, and I'm excited to get a new print of him. So this deck was submitted by our friend Sasha's Dying. That's his name on YouTube. He asked me if I could check his deck out and play it for him and post it and see what it's all about. So I took out 3 cards. He had a Sculpting Steel, which I did not have, so I took that out. In place of Sculpting Steel, I put in Mirror Maid, which kind of does the same thing, except Sculpting Steel is an artifact, Mirror Maid is an enchantment, but I figured it's kind of the same thing. He also had Counterspell, which I did not have. In place of Counterspell, I put in Memory Lapse. Really not the same thing, but it does counter a spell, any spell, but only difference is Memory Lapse puts it on the top instead of just upright countering it and getting rid of it. You could probably put like Disdainful Stroke in place of it, but Disdainful Stroke only hits cards with 4 or more mana, and I thought maybe we might want to counter something that's any mana, so Memory Lapse it is. And he also had the big Blue Sun Zenith, which I did not have as well. In place of Blue Sun Zenith, I put in Gravenlore. Really not the same thing, but I figured if we do have Jin-Gitaxias out and we do play Gravenlore, that's drawing 6 cards. It's not as good as drawing 5 or 6 per cast with Blue Sun Zenith, but I figured Gravenlore, it does give us a lot of cards. Only difference is Blue Sun Zenith does get shuffled back into the library. It sucks that we don't get that effect, but it's a big cost and we get a lot of cards with it. I figured it'd be a good replacement. So those are the 3 cards that I took out, and those are the 3 cards that I replaced. We are going to check out the deck pretty much exactly like he sent it to us. I think overall it looks pretty good. Mana curve is pretty on point. He has a lot of big heavy finishers here. Carnival Sundering, River's Rebuke, Torrential Gearhawk, Ugin the Ineffable. Especially if we can copy it, Thought Monitor really gets us a lot of cards. With its draw 2 cards, we pretty much always will cast this for 1 mana. Auron's Epiphany, Hullbreaker Horror, Seeker Restoration, Meteor Golem, and the other Jin-Gitaxias. So pretty much the game plan is just to get Jin-Gitaxias to stick and take over the game from there. So let's jump into some games. We'll see what the deck is all about. Okay, we're up against the Muldrotha Gyruda combo. Oh, I want to keep this just for the Essence Scatter, so we can counter Muldrotha or we can counter Gyruda. Gyruda's really the main cast of the deck, right? So keeping that would be great. If we don't draw a land, I mean, we're pretty much screwed, but we do have 40 land in the deck. Maybe, I have faith. I have faith. All right, let's turn 1 Shadow Spear. Don't let me down. We're gonna foretell the Auron's Epiphany. Don't let me down, 40 cards. Don't let me down, 40 lands. Oh, there it is. There it is. We drew the land. I was really worried we weren't gonna draw the land there. But we kind of need to just keep drawing land, so hopefully we do. So he's already got 4 mana on board, 5 mana now. So we're gonna mill as well. Mill 2 land. What did he mill? 2 land and Titan's Nest. Alright. We're gonna Thirst for Knowledge. And we're gonna discard the Narset and the Brawl. Oh, as much as I wanted to keep the Brawl. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, let's do that. Play the Crawling Barrens. I don't know why he would play Muldrotha right now, but if he does, we can Essence Scatter. Usually I know these decks would want to ramp even more. They can buy Gyruda and then play him in the same turn, so he's just gonna buy Gyruda, probably getting ready to play him next turn. So we do want to keep the Counterspell open. Well, there's Wash Away. Well, I wish we would have drew a land there. Well, we have no choice but to pass turn, so that's what we'll do. Alright, he chooses the Dark War Pathway. And we counter that. Does he scoop? And then next turn, he's going to try to play Muldrotha. Just counter Muldrotha too. Let's play this. Get our mana right, baby. Hopefully he doesn't have a 1 mana counter. And if he does, then we're just screwed anyway. Oh well. Let's see what he's going to destroy. He's going to destroy the archive? Or he's going to destroy the midnight clock? Okay. That's fine. I swear, they always have a binding of the old gods. It never fails. And if we play Ugin, we won't have enough to counter Muldrotha when it comes down. Could solve the equation. Could try to go get something. What do we go get here? Let's go figure out what we can go get with solve the equation. We do have to reveal it, so they will know what we have. Okay, we could go get Word of Invention. What's really going to help us? Maybe the Seagate Restoration. Maybe the River's Rebuke. Maybe the Invoke the Winds. I don't know, this is a tough one. Maybe more counter spells, because he's gonna be able to play Muldrotha again. Yeah, let's just do that. Man, they give you no time. So he knows we have the memory lapse. So the bad thing about memory lapse is that when we do counter Muldrotha with the memory lapse, it'll just go right back on top of his library, and then he casts it from his hand, so we can't play Wash Away for 1 mana. We'll have to pay the cleave cost. So I think we just Wash Away if he tries to play Muldrotha. I think we just use that. Yeah, we'll Wash Away it. That way he'll have to play it again. He'll have to like tap out for all his mana next turn to play it. And then we have the memory lapse, so we'll just play the memory lapse. Us not getting enough lands here is really going to screw us over. We had a pretty good hand. We could totally play Auron's Epiphany, but I kind of want to play Jin-Gitaxias. But all his stuff is, if he plays a Planeswalker or he plays like Ravenous Chupacabra or something, we're just screwed. So that's why I kind of don't want to play. Either way, if he plays Muldrotha, that's all he's going to be able to do, right? So we could just play Auron's Epiphany here, get the birds, next turn play Ugin, exiling the Binding of the Old Gods, and we have the birds as blockers, so the Marleaf Pixie won't be able to hit. Let's keep the mana open for memory lapse. And the Marleaf Pixie won't be able to hit Ugin since we have the birds. We have 2 birds, so. And then we play Jin-Gitaxias next turn. Mr. Gitaxas, your chariot awaits. Lord of the Forsaken, what does this do? Yeah, let's counter that. There's Sasha. So just as I thought, he's gonna swing, try to get Ugin off the field. And we throw Thassa back to his hand. So we can +1 Ugin. Word of Invention. And we play Mr. Gitaxias. And we still have 1 mana open for the Null. Let's counter that. Let's counter that. We don't want him to go down to beat a 2/2. Ah, that was his plan. Massacre Worm. That was his plan. That's okay. Oh, okay. He's not gonna do this. I mean, there's no point in doing the Massacre Worm anyway. So we can just take some more extra turns. Let's take an extra turn. We're gonna bounce the Thassa. And then we're gonna get another extra turn. We're gonna bounce the Hedron Archive. So now I take 2 extra turns. Woohoo! Extra turns. Actually, let's equip this to Jin. Gives him lifelink. So we can whir for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can whir for 7. Yeah, boy. Oh, we copy it too. I forgot about that. Let's get it. Let's get Paradox Engine. And let's get... Oh man, I wanted to do Thought Monitor. Yeah, let's just get... Oh, we could. What do we have in our graveyard? Torrential Gearhawk. We can play... Oh, I thought we could play Solve the Equation. Oh, man. Oh, it's instant. Well, Torrential Gearhawk is instant. I'm an idiot. Okay. Opponent says screw it anyway. He didn't have time for that. We screwed up, but we got the W. Alright, we're playing the first sliver. For the first time, I saw a first sliver build yesterday, and I'm really worried that this is gonna be the build. Let's keep this. The build is by Legend VD. If you guys watch him, he makes a bunch of MTG Arena content for Standard and Historic Brawl. But he had a first sliver deck that, okay, I don't think this is it, but he had a first sliver deck that basically, you play the first sliver, you cascade into Tobalt's Trickery, and then Tobalt's Trickery gets you into Cultivated Colossus, so you're playing like 97 basic, or you're playing 97 lands, and so it's just, it can get nuts. So I was thinking this might be the build, but it's not. We have a pretty big hand, not big hand, but we have things that cost a lot of mana in our hand, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. Hopefully we draw a land here so we can play Key to the Archive. There's the first sliver. Can't do nothing about that. So he doesn't play the... He didn't play the Pyre of Heroes? I think that's what he cascaded into, was the Pyre of Heroes. But he didn't cascade into it. Alright. Here we are. Let's get the D-Spark. Let's throw away... Ooh, damn, what do I throw away here? Maybe the Hullbreaker Horror. The thing about the Hullbreaker Horror, though, is that can survive a hit from the first sliver. So I don't know. Maybe River's Rebuke. No, that's our mass board wipe. We don't want to get rid of that. Let's get... Ugh, I really don't want to get rid of the Hullbreaker Horror. Maybe Thought Monitor, but Thought Monitor draws us 2 cards. And it's the only thing in our hand that draws us cards, so... That's a rough one. Because we kind of need to get rid of this first sliver here. Maybe we need to get rid of the Honden, the Shrine. Playing Shrine Slivers. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, let's play the D-Spark on the first sliver. And then we can Memory Lapse. So he draws a card, then he draws another card. We can Memory Lapse the first sliver, so... Yeah, let's just counter that. And then he has to put the first sliver back into his command zone because he cascaded. And you guys thought Memory Lapse was a bad card. Actually, I don't think anybody thought Memory Lapse was a bad card. Tempered Sliver. What does this do? Whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. The thing is here is that all these guys are like small, so he can kind of replay everything. Kind of want to just River's Rebuke now. Yeah, let's do that. He can probably play all those except the Shrine again. He can probably play all those like in the same turn. We're gonna need to play Jin at some point. If we draw a land here, we can play Jin and then start copying all the cards in our hand. So that's interesting. He didn't have any lands in his hand. No lands. Kind of sucks because now I need to play something. Yeah, let's just play the Thought Monitor. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, okay. So I was like, maybe we can draw a land there, but... And then we can block the Pretender, because he doesn't have Trample, so we'll just... If he decides to get him really big, we can block the Pretender. Oh. If he has another Shrine in his hand, he'll take out the Thought Monitor anyway. Yeah, let's block it. Because if he had another shrine, then he would just pay 1 and then do 2 damage to it. Oh, X is... X is... target player planeswalker. So he did have another shrine. This one was going to kill the Thought Monitor anyway. We play the Jin. We can save the Otawara if we really need to. Nah, let's play it. And then we'll play this Mind Stone. We can copy it. Then we'll have negate for like if he plays Sanctum of All, or if he plays like one of the enchantment shrines that are not creatures. So we'll negate that. We don't want him drawing cards. 3 mana from the Weaver, he can get 1 mana from the Druid. Now he has 3 mana available. I wonder what's in his hand. And we are not going to block that, because we do not care. So now, what do we do? So he can pay the 1, deal 2 damage to me. We have to find a way. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's just use all the mana here. We get 2 copies of Gilded Lotus. We can Whir of Invention for 5. But Ugin 6. There's nothing that we can go get that's going to save us, right? No, unfortunately not. But we can equip our Jin with the Shadow Spear. Maybe survive like that? I don't... No, we're not going to survive like that. We block the 6 from the Pretender. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, so let's hope he doesn't go into the Haste Sliver. There it is again, the Pyre of Heroes. Let's hope he doesn't have the Haste Sliver. Because if he did, then we're just screwed. Oh, that's gonna kill us. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, maybe. There's only... Yeah. If he swings with everything, maybe. Oh, and he doesn't. So we're still alive. So if he would have swung with everything, he would have won. Ah, we don't get the lifelink. I forgot about that. Because he has first strike. But he can pay the 1, do 2 damage to us. I don't know. We still have a shot because we do have the Paradox Engine. Oh man, Paradox Engine is busted. I need to ban this card. Let's play the Jin. Untap all our artifacts. And then we're gonna pay 2. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Pay the 1. Oh, Foundry Inspector's good. Stop using the mana from the lands. It's gonna kill me. And then we can draw a card from this too. Oh, Brazen Borrower is pretty good. We play the Guardian Idol. So I don't know if we're dead yet. Yeah, I don't know if we're dead yet. We're gonna have to do some shenanigans. He was able to cast that? Are you kidding me? Counter that. Oh, I should have Brazen Borrower first. And then played the counter spell. That way I can copy the Brazen Borrower to get 2 Brazen Borrowers, get the Petty Theft ability. You gonna swing with everything? That's what you should do. Alright, so he doesn't have... He's not gonna swing at everything, so let's just block with this token. He doesn't have trample, so... We send back the... Do we send back the Goshen Tide now? The Ancient Wars? I think we do. Because that'll save us from actually... getting our Foundry Inspector killed. And we'll flash in the... Brazen Brawler. Man, we're on the cusp. So this costs no mana, so I'm just gonna play it. It's a 1/3, so it gives us a blocker. So we can swing. Oh, but all his stuff has first strike, so he'll just block with the first strikers, and then we won't get the... Actually, let's see. He's been doing some crazy stuff. Let's see if he just takes it, or if he just blocks with like 1. Hopefully we can get the lifelink off of it. Oh, look, see? He doesn't even block. Alright. That's good. Because we still have the mana to have our Guardian Idol come as a creature and our Hall of the Storm Giants as a creature. Oh my god. Bone Scythe Sliver. You gotta be kidding me. Ooh, that might be game if he swings everything. As you should. You swing with a first striker now. Okay. Hey, he's being pretty cautious. So... Let's have this become a creature. And then we'll block the Pretender with that. It doesn't have trample, so we're okay. And then, what is this? I get a +1/+1 counter. If they do combat damage, just kill the Dredge Sliver. And we'll block that with that. Yeah, I like that. If he swung with these two, then I would have had a much harder problem. Trying to figure out what I was going to do, but he didn't. So we get our Chromatic Sphere. He loses his Dredge Sliver. Let's counter that. Because this is to any target. We do not want that to resolve. He does get a bird. So we'll keep the Brazen Borrower up. Oh, he can just pay the 1. Oh, he's going to get rid of the Hall of the Storm Giants. Smart move, though. I don't know if he actually planned on doing that, but... He pays 1, because he can get rid of the... With the Death, or Hidden Cruelty, he can get rid of the Hall of the Storm Giants. So he'll do that to... Oh, he'll do that to Ugin, actually. Yeah, that kind of sucks for us. And then he'll get rid of Hall of the Storm Giants with that. Or can he not do that because it's... Is it like base toughness? Oh no, he's trying to get in with the bird. That's what he's going to try to do. Alright. Okay, this is pretty good. We got Saloni Vision. To play that. Get 2 copies of it. Oh, yeah. All runs Epiphany, baby. Oh, and nothing with the second one. That sucks. I wish we would have drew that first. Oh, our opponent gives up! What? What are you thinking? You could have... Okay, there were so many times he could have won that. I don't know why he just quit. Wow. We actually... I mean, hey, I'll take the W. We take the dub. We're up against Yarok. Do we keep this? I think we do. Since we have Emery, gives us a little bit of advantage. And we have the Otawara to bounce the Yarok if we really need to. Let's go for a test drive. Oh, that's good. We drew the memory lapse. Yarok. Yarok is... Okay, so ETBs enter the battlefield triggers. So that's okay. We'll play Emery now because he only has 3 mana. We won't be able to play Yarok next turn. No artifacts, unfortunately. See, that's where Sculpting Steel would be good here. If if this was, if we had Sculpting Steel, this would have been Sculpting Steel and we would have been able to play it off of Emery, but instead it is a Mirror Maid enchantment, so we can't. That's the only bad thing about like having that kind of. So we do play this because we need a land. We don't play Padim yet. There's no reason to. And next turn he'll just play Yarok and willing to bet. No, he just plays Skyclave Relic. Then he plays Arcane Signet. We'll play the Gilded Lotus, because we do still get the mana off of it. We'll memory lapse that. Unless he has a counterspell of his own. Oh, he doesn't even put that on the top of his library. He just straight up puts it in his command zone. I don't know what you're thinking. We'll play our commander. He'll play Ravenous Macabre. That's what I was afraid of. That he'd play like a creature. Because Yarok and Muldrotha both care about creatures being on the field. So that's what I thought they would have. We'll play the Hedron Archive. And then we'll play the... Do we play Ugin here? Yeah, let's play Ugin here. Get rid of that boy. Just in case he plays Thassa or something. Then that'd be annoying. Oh. I don't think he hits anything off of his. He does hit something off of ours though. That's what I thought. Let's play +1. Alright. We don't want him to transform Jacob, right? Because then that just kind of screws us over. So let's Meteor Golem. We'll take out the Jacob. And then we can play Padim. Give our artifacts hexproof. Oh, we didn't leave a mana open for Essence Scatter. Whoops. So now he does get the Yarok ability, but he only has 2 mana. So he does have to wait till next turn. And we'll block that with Manifest Creature. That's why Ugin's great. You can just +1. He makes a blocker. You get a card from the blocker dying. All works out. Manifest. Oh, and we can exile his graveyard with Soul Guide Lantern. Hell yes. We'll play our Jin boy. Play Soul Guide Lantern. We copy it. And we still have Essence Scatter. Let's exile the Chupacabra. And then we'll exile the Vivian. So the good thing about Soul Guide Lantern is that we can exile his graveyard if he tries to play like a Muldrotha or something. I guess we could let that resolve. That's not... No, but he draws 6 cards off that. Yeah, let's not let that resolve. No, sir. Draw 6 cards off of that because of Yarok. I was literally about to let that resolve, and I was like, wait, Yarok's on the field. So, no, you don't draw cards. Make it harder for me to win. Let's see what he does. Or if he just scoops. I think we got him on the ropes. The timer is ticking, unless he's thinking. Do we give him a reminder? Yeah, he probably just straight up is going to stall now. You're playing... You know, people that do this, they get salty. You're playing the best commanders. Yarok, Muldrotha. Those commanders are really good. And so it's like, when you get salty that you lose, it's like, you probably got to step away from the game a little bit and take a break. Yeah, he just straight up times out, so. Looks like we're going to win this one, because we're about to take some extra turns. Alright.
Ether itself serves.
And then we'll end turn, take an extra turn, draw some cards. We're gonna Solemnity Vision. Let's copy that. Get the Auburn's Epiphany. And we're just having ourselves a whole good blast here. We'll actually just play the Seagate Restoration. We're just gonna play that regular. Play that. We're gonna play the Brawl. We're gonna get rid of Yarok here.
My plans do not include you.
Now it's asking him if he wants to put in his hand or in his command zone. And he's not here to answer. And there we go. We get the W. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Alright guys, that's the deck. That was pretty insane. Jin-Gitaxias is such a beast, man. What we did there was just straight up control the board, and our opponents do not like it when we take extra turns. More than one, to be precise. And so as you saw, we took extra turns with Time Warp, we took extra turns with Carnival Sundering, and we were going to take extra turns with Allward's Epiphany. Jin-Gitaxias, when he copies the spells, it shuts our opponents down. Now as you see, there are times when they play creatures, they can get rid of our Jin, and they can play enchantments to get rid of Jin-Gitaxias. So that is the downside. We had Word of Invention to go fetch Paradox Engine, and then commander cost really doesn't matter at that point, because most of the time we had things like Gilded Lotus out that just makes us 3 mana, and when we play that after we play Jin, we copy that so we get 6 mana, and so you basically net 1 mana from playing a Gilded Lotus, essentially. It's just nutty, dude. I had a lot of fun with the deck. I've been wanting to make this deck for a while, just have not gotten around to it. And so I recommend crafting it, checking it out for yourselves. Be degenerates like you know you are. We're all degenerates at heart, aren't we? Check the deck out. Thank you, Sasha's Dying, for sending the deck list. It was a blast. And let me know what cards you guys think should have been in the deck, or what cards should not have been in the deck. I really look forward to that feedback, and let me know down in the comments below what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.